Good morning, I hope you are well. The time has just struck 8 o'clock, which means only one thing. Yes, indeed, it's time to look at your one-day special. And I know it's a cliche to say, because I've read it on social media myself. Oh, it's been busy, but it has. It genuinely has. One woman, don't know who it was. Oh, they always say that. Unfortunately, we have to. We're a shopping channel. But it was busy last night, because I can tell you it was busy because we are approaching 60% of the one-day special. Yes, also, the same lady moaned about stock updates. I have to give you that as well, because once it's gone, somehow it also goes. 60% of the one-day special stock has already gone. What is the one-day special stock? Well, let me tell you, when John bought these the first time round, the original two, they've gone. They've sold out now and never be coming back. Okay, and once one of these things have sort of gone, they have gone. They only make so much, and then they bring them over, and they give them to you at cracking little prices. But what are they? How about if I told you, with what you are seeing here, you could go on to paper and get the colour that you wanted? Well, of course you could. It's white paper. How about instead if you use black cardstock? Because it normally dulls everything down, doesn't it? It dulls it all down, so red sort of becomes a crimson, a yellow sort of becomes a subtle gold. But how about if I told you red would still be red and gold would still be gold? How about if I said, if you're going on to MDF? Oh, yeah, of course, you'd have to gesso it first. That's another bit of money you have to... No. How about if you go on to MDF, you can go straight on to MDF, but you're still going to get the sparkle and shine that you will see all the way through there. That's what you can do with these. You can do an awful lot for £26.98. I'm going to hold you back for just a minute, because I have a bigger bundle for you, which in theory goes hand in hand, and I don't want you shopping anywhere else for the sheer fact you get a bigger saving. And there's his cheeky little face in the corner. Look, there he is. We'll introduce him in a minute.
I was listening.
His cheeky little face in the corner. But for the bigger bundle for £42.47, you are going to get your one-day special, okay, of your Mica Magic that you've got in there, which is sort of mica powder and then pigment on top, and that's where the magic is. And John will go through all the technical bits in a minute, but that's why it stays perfect colours on black cards. See, I was listening. From that, you've also then got your Daubers. 40 Daubers. They're worth £19.99 on their own. I felt like I put too many nines in there. They're £19.99 on their own, but you're going to have 10 still free. And if you watch last night's show, which I did, John will say, if you keep going in and keep going in, you're going to get, your daubers are going to go muddy. So you're never going to get the true colour. That means you have got a dauber for every colour, then you've got 10 spare to do what you want with, your blending and things like that, because you can blend with them. Right then, that's my bit. I'll do numbers and we'll introduce the man himself. 628333 is your item number for the big bundle. Over 60% though of that bundle has already gone. These are busy. And there is so much you can do when you get them home. Right then, let's introduce him. Let's get him, and then I can ask him questions then once I've introduced him. He is here. He's not a myth. We've not seen him for a while. He's just enjoyed his Christmas and his New Year. How are you, my buddy? It's John Lockwood, everyone.
I am very good, thank you. I'm very rested.
That's good. I feel like I've not seen you in months.
Well, we don't do anything in December.
That's true.
We just come and do Boxing Day, so this is the first sort of normal show back after our Christmas break, or our long break.
And you're through now, aren't you? This is you till next Christmas.
This is it now.
You till Christmas.
My next break, to be fair, my next break normally would be December, and we do something every week until then. But I have a bigger birthday in October, so we're taking 2 weeks off, aren't we?
21.
Yep. I'm going to be 21 in October, so we're taking a couple of weeks off then as well.
I've always said
which is unusual, but yeah, that is it, me right through now.
But on the flip side of that, because you do work hard, and you work hard for a reason, because you get us the best possible deals that you can get us.
Yeah.
Because if we go out on the market now and we look for things like this, first of all, I don't think we would find it. And if we did, it would be a lot higher price for what this will do. It
would, yeah. These are ours. The concept was ours. Concept was mine. We developed this with our manufacturer. So this is not a product we've picked off the shelf. This is something that we developed. Okay. And what we said basically was, I wanted something that would work as... I've got mica powders at home. I've got boxes of them. And all they do is it's a powder and a brush. And you've got to put it onto, like, you've got to put it onto, you know, like embossing ink or something. Or you've got to pour it in or mix it with something. That's about all it does. Yeah, or you've got to make it into a paint. There's nothing you can do. What I wanted was something as simple as this, where I could literally take a dauber, go into that colour, straight onto a flower, and get that intensity of colour, all of that, and that sheen. So you can see there, I've got that beautiful sheen, but it's not waxy. It's not coated, because it's not a wax. But I wanted it to work on black. And this is where the mica came in and the magic came in. So I wanted it to work exactly the same on black. Now, I would say is take one of your distress inks, because nearly all of us have got them. Okay? So hold that one up. See? The intense shine of the colour and the pink. We're keeping that colour on black and white. Take your distress ink, put some down on your white card and you'll get a lovely pink colour. Put some of your pink distress ink on your black and you'll get nothing. Nothing at all. Because the way the Mica Magic's been developed is, it is mica powder, which we're used to. Yeah? Yeah. It is heavily pigmented, which is what gives it the colour. And then it's got a binder in it, and it's a cream binder, and it's made by pressing the binder and the mica together. So if I bring a palette in, can you see this yellow looks a little bit powdery? Yeah. It's because I've been in it with a brush. Put my finger over, and look there. Colour of that, the intensity of that colour, that is a cream. So I can go straight into that flower, and look now, even on black, I've got a yellow centre on my pink. If I mix yellow with pink, I get mud.
You do, and yellow's never yellow. It dulls it down to like a gold or...
But I've got that yellow, and I could then take the extra off. So what I've got is a product that is magic, and that's why we called it Mica Magic.
So it's like your gilding wax and things like that.
It is. It's like a gilding wax. It's like having a watercolour. It's like having a mica powder, because you take a brush and pick it up, and suddenly it turns to powder. So that's now, and you can see in the tray, it's gone a little bit powdery. Put my finger or a dauber over, back to being a cream solid.
So can I paint with these?
So you can paint with it. If you put water to it, you will solidify the binder in the section you do. So you won't be able to pick any up after that. So for watercolouring, I would say ideally get a second set. Okay. And then use that and break some of that down for your other projects. Because you can take that powder off and mix it with your mediums to colour those. If I can borrow that green box.
Of course you can.
I'll show you here. You see on this on the overhead, you see all of this gold here?
So it's all of that gold bit on the top.
Yeah. So I'll show you there.
There you go.
That is heavy body medium from Pentart, mixed with a little bit of powder from the gold to make that gold pearlised or pearlescent texture paste. And of course you can do that with 30 colours. And the one thing I absolutely loved about these was, and it's the reason, when we launched it originally, we did summer and autumn. Yep. And I said, we're not going to do spring and winter. So the next palettes we did were brights and metallics. They sold out as well, completely. And people said, look, could we have some more pastel shades and some more Christmassy? So we did spring and winter. But let's say here, you've got 30 colours of, let's just say you're going to use it only as gilding wax. Yeah? There's 30 colours of gilding wax. How much is one pot of gilding wax?
But you normally get like 4 little pots, don't you, for like 25, 30 quid.
Would you buy that beautiful sort of, I don't know what to call it, sea green as gilding wax?
You would see it as part of
your Or would you choose, would you pay your 25 quid for those 3 colours alone?
You'd and ah, wouldn't you? Go, I won't really.
But then you've got to buy that set, and then that set, and then that set, and then that set, and then you've got to take 30 lids off to have those. That is 30 products, 30 colours, instantly available, and of course they don't dry out.
True.
So unlike your gilding waxes, these won't go off, these don't go out. I've still got the original Mica Magic palette test.
Oh my word.
That I was sent 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. So I'm asking Sam, he's over there and he knows all the knowledge and things, because he's going to help me on a demo in a little while. They are still as usable today, 3 years later nearly, as they were the day I received them. And personally, the one thing that made me really work on these so hard is I'm sick to death of spending money on products that 6 months in, I open the lid and they're hard.
That's true.
And I've got to try and sort of reactivate them, and I've binned so much money's worth.
Well, for this, 42.47 is what you're looking at for this one, because they are also going to get you the daubers as well. So you're going to have 10 daubers spare. In all of that is what you're going to get. Let me quickly show you the boards and then we'll go back for another demo. For the sheer fact, I think this really sums up all the colours on black and also on white as well. Look at these.
And just to point out,
Yeah,
you
go
see
on.
the flowers?
Yes.
Yeah. This is something new that we've discovered, and we've slightly tweaked the formulation only a little bit, so the others should do the same. This has gone resin straight into a mould, silicon mould. So you can lay this down. I'm going to show you in the second demo. You can lay this down straight into a silicon mould and pour resin on top. It will not move. It will not come into the middle. I'll give you there. That is straight into the resin with the yellow I just used. But if you see the back, ooh, Adam,
Watch the boards.
I can't actually help you because of the screen. Look on the back.
First day back.
It's white.
So it's not sunk into the middle.
Sunk into the middle. It all sits on the front. Look how intense that colour is. Now, again, if you wanted to have 30 different colours of resin,
well, you could.
You would have to buy 30 different tints for resin at what, £4 or £5 each?
Something like that.
So that's an extra saving on top. But every single one of those was made by Sam just by putting it in the mould. But I am going to show you that.
I adore them. So even more now. And I'm not knocking any other product. If you like your waxes, if you like your micro powders, things like that, it's worth having. I'm not knocking anything. Everything has got its own place in the little market. But everything normally comes at a cost. Everything normally comes at a price. The one-day special on its own, if you just want to go for your one-day special, which are the 2 packs, all of all, they're normally £14.99 each is what you're looking at. You can get them both today for £26.98. 30 colours. Now a little will go an awful long way. You only need the tiny bits. We've got embossing folders on the show. If you want to pick out the embossedness that's on there, like John did in that little demo that he showed us at the start, you can do that with these. Use your daubers, go in with your fingers, and you will feel the texture. You will feel the quality that you're getting in there. £26.98, 737-300 is the item number that you are going to need to get your 2 pallets, but you can also go for that bigger bundle as well, should you want to. The choice is yours. The choice is yours, but it's worth having a little go. So take the saving that you got from the 2, I'll give you another saving on the big bundle as well, and then put all that together. What's that, £7.50? £7.50 is what you're saving in total. Now, if you take the price of the daubers off, it works out to be 75 pence per colour. 75 pence per colour is what you're looking at for these. You wouldn't be able to buy a jar of gilding wax for that. You wouldn't be able to buy a pot of mica powder for that. What can you get for 75? You can't even buy petty sweets anymore. £42 and I tried. I tried to bargain, I got thrown out. £42 and 47 pence. I only wanted a Freddo frog. 628333 is your item number. John, show me more.
Right, so what I've done here is I've just added a little bit more of that pink onto these 2 pieces that I've got here, so I can show you the colour match. But this is the benefit to me of having all the colours out and open like this. So let's say I want a red flower, okay, as well. So I'm going to take the red onto my dauber, just like that, colour. There's my red flower. Let's do it again in the black, but oh gosh, I went with yellow, didn't I, over that flower?
Oh, so now it's going to turn into like a muddy colour.
Yeah, no, it's not. Completely coats. Because of the way it's made, it has mica with pigment added. So it's not just pigment. You look at your ink and you've got pigment colour. The mica basically is a natural product that gives a reflection. So it's clear and it reflects back. So it reflects back that red. And again, the overhead's never the best to show colours. So we've got 2 red flowers. I'm going to just do 2 more, because I want to show you. Just do 1 there. And I love the way that they work differently on the different colours. And again, this will work on anything at all. And it completely covers it. So I've got those 2, yeah? That's fine. But I now want to put some yellow into the middle of my flowers. Okay, but you said earlier about the daubers.
Yeah.
I always say try and have a dauber for each colour, just to make it easier for you. But you know, if I take this, which has had brown and green and all sorts of colours in it, if I took that and put that into a yellow ink, I would mark the yellow ink, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would.
And I would get a brownie colour.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would come out would be a brownie colour on my card, and I get a brownie colour in my yellow. I'm going to pull that in. You see here, Nothing in the yellow, because
yeah,
it
it's like
doesn't
still
transfer.
clean.
Yellow on there, watch. Oh, look, yellow.
Oh,
So-
I thought it would have turned. That's
Nope,
why I was like one
will
each colour
not,
to keep
no.
it.
One each colour, because basically what happens is after a while you start to build up a mica base. Can you see there? That shine is
It's
from the
mica.
mica on your dauber building up. So you would flick that off, but you don't want to waste it. So I would then scrub that off onto a spare piece of card.
Yeah.
So it just works better. But again, on the black, we know for a fact that yellow, if I put yellow on red, I get orange, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. No, I get yellow. On the pink, I get yellow. The colours stay.
This is what I adore
And what I
about
can
them.
do is, again, if I want to go around and say, let's put some green leaves in. So I've got a green here. I can go round that flower and I can just messily go around it. Yep.
Messily.
See there?
Lovely word.
My way of doing it.
I love it.
Ease. I
Messily.
go for ease. But look, I've tipped all the edges of that flower now with green.
Oh yes. Now
So I've
you've
kind of spoiled it. Now, I just go back in with the red. And if I mix red and green, I'll get a brown. No, I won't. It goes back to red. So I can really put that colour back in. Oops, I've gone
Now
over
you've
the
gone over the
centre
yellow.
again. So let's just put a yellow centre back in. So now when I hold that one up, you can see
you still get the sparkle. You still get that shine.
I still get all of that shine. So within 30 seconds or so, you know, I can really make every embossing folder I've got jump.
I love this. Show me more. Show me more.
Right,
What else
so-
can we do?
That's going on those. Next, I'm going to bring in my next board. Honestly, you'd think I was prepared.
Well, I like this.
Right.
Sam could come more often.
This is the new thing we came up with.
So this is.
This is a Zuri silicon mould
Yeah.
that we bought from here. Yeah. So I don't, you know, it's nothing special, nothing spectacular. This is one that Sam prepped at about 7:30 this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. And all you do is literally, if I put mica powder into a mould and then I pour resin in, what happens?
It sort of.
Floats up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And makes all of the, and it swirls through it. Not with this because of the binder. So I can go in with my finger and put in the roll, or go in with, I'm going to use one just to speedily do this. So I'm obviously doing this to show multiple colours. You could choose where you put your colours. But let's say I want a green top on that, don't I? And I want a little bit of red on there. So all I do is go in, and even though I'm using the same dauber, so I'm going to go red and put some more red in.
Okay.
So now what happens when I go to the gold with red?
Well, you tinge the top of it, won't you? You'll make it dirty.
No, you don't.
Nothing contaminates.
Nothing contaminates. So there's some fine little details. So all I do now is I take it, and I take the brush, and it starts to turn it into a powder. But it still has the binder in there. So
Which is
that-
what we're used to for these sort of models. Like, when we see our Catherine do it and stuff like that, we're used to the powder, aren't we? We get that little bit of powder. And
Yeah, but it floats.
Yeah, it does.
But
This
it
is the
always
thing.
floats. Whereas here, I'm going in and I'm adding the brush for the detail. So let's add a little bit more. Even with a brush, it's not contaminating. All of those colours, look, nothing
It's still as good as.
on the bottom. Yeah, so we just put that in. So all I will have to do now is pour resin into that, but what you could have is, I could pour resin into that and we know I've got to wait 4 or 5 hours.
True.
No, I have Mr. Sam to my side,
Okay.
who has the quick set resin that we bought
Yes, from the show a couple of weeks
from
ago.
the show a
just
couple of
before
weeks
Christmas.
ago. Yeah, it was one of his Christmas presents.
Nice. What a present.
Yeah, thanks to Eunice, she told everyone I'd bought it, so he knew, because we were sat watching. He's going to pour that in, so before the end of the show, I'm going to unmould that and show you. But I will
Okay.
show you the white as well, that none of that colour's come through. And literally, I'm that confident I can just pass it over, knowing
That it's gonna
it
work.
will work. And you know the colours I put in, so you know there's no camera trickery.
I was going to say, I am going to put it straight now. There is no camera trickery. Sam is currently, we're not allowed to show him on air, He's got a tag, but he's wanted. But yeah, that's another story. But he's currently mixing resin as we speak at the moment. It is the same mould, hand on heart. I wouldn't do that to you because if we're going to do that, I wouldn't be standing here now. I ain't
buying two.
Yeah, I'm
no
not
offense.
into that sort of stuff.
I'm not buying two of the same mould. I'd do it with my flower dyes, but that's about it.
I wouldn't be doing it. So we'll do that before the end. Now, before I go any further, there is something else. We are 16 minutes in and I've still not done it. And it's my own fault because I got too excited. I'll take the blame, Ross. It is your happy hour. Now, if I told you you could have all of these for $9.99, all of them for a happy hour price, every single one. Now, the contents may vary slightly on these, but you are going to be getting 10 assorted dyes for $9.99. This is a ridiculous deal.
This is crazy. You are buying them for less than Crafts 2 bought them. A lot less. We have a massive unit of, we've carried Marianne designs for 20 years. There is a massive unit in the Crafts 2 warehouse, which is full, and we have 20s of that, and 30 of that, 7 of that, 11 of that, 50 of that. And obviously we have 20 years worth.
So you've got...
So we don't have enough to say, oh, let's use this one, the little houses. Let's use the little houses and put that on a show because they'd go within 5 minutes.
It's true.
So we've put them all together and done a ridiculously stupid £1 each to help to clear out, to give us the space back.
10% already gone. I knew it was going to go. I knew it was going to fly the minute we showed it to you, and I should have got it in sooner. I can only apologise. £9.99, 572914 is your item number. 10 dies. That is 10 Christmas presents. Give 5 and 5. That's 2 lots of Christmas presents. If you wanted to jump to the website, add it to the basket if I was you as well. Then you can also split that. So that'd be £4.99. £4.99 if you were looking at it that way. Right then. Back to the one-day special. A lot of you going for the one-day special this hour. I'm going to bring up the one-day special details on the screen because I have a question for John. No doubt I'm jumping the gun with this one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So we've put it all down. We've said how well the inks go down, the colours go down, they don't blend through. But then is that it? Like once I put colour down, can I put anything on top?
Right. What you've got
like stamp or anything?
Yes. This is completely neutral.
Okay.
So first of all, this is one I made last night. So this is one I made last night with a beautiful spiral flower embossing folder we've got on the show. Okay. That's now fixed and done.
Okay.
So if I rub my hand over it, clean hand-ish for me. Still clean hand?
Yeah, still
Look,
clean. There's nothing on there apart from the red you put on earlier with your finger for the mould.
Yeah, so I'm not pulling anything off. It's completely neutral. It's not waxy. It's not finished. It feels like pearl card. But what we've got is, if you really put lots on, you want to seal it, light spray of really cheap hair lacquer.
Oh.
You want the 99p plus a penny, 2 jars. You know, the stuff you use every morning.
I do. Because it reminds me of my nan.
Yeah, the stuff Adam uses
smell.
to set his makeup.
Oh, yeah, I used to.
Yeah,
I do.
you spray it on to set it. That's all you need to do to set it. But it isn't, it's neutral.
Oh, so it's got,
so if you're going to do, this is a piece of wood. This is actually a genuine piece of wood here. I think it might be an Ali Reeve because I've usually got loads of hers anyway. But, so this is a piece of wood.
Do you want to do a recap while you prep? While you gesso it?
No, nothing. Right, so that is one layer straight on of the blue, okay? I'm going to go down and I love this teal colour, but I'd never buy it as a gilding wax.
No, it's true, because then you go, oh, where am I going to use this?
How many times am I going to use that teal colour?
Odds and ends.
Okay, so I'm going to go with this sort of lighter tealy colour. Every shade is different. So I'm not going, these are the pastels, so I'm not going with the bright brights or the metallic brights. All that sheen and shine.
Oh, but you still get the
And I'm
shine.
going to finish with a bright green from the winter set, which is why we do both.
It's worth it, yeah.
Yeah. So you see the difference there. Okay, so I've just gone over there.
I love that.
There is my piece of wood. I'll hold it up to camera one, as they say. Right, there's a piece of wood. That, yeah? But of course, that's shiny, isn't it? So if I want to stamp on that now, if this was a gilding wax or a gilding polish, and this was a shiny surface, what do I have to stamp it on with?
You have to use stays on.
I do, testing Adam's knowledge. No, this is VersaFine. your standard ink you have at home.
Okay.
So I don't like using the solvent-based inks unless I really have to. Standard stamp, this is a Nelly Sellen stamp, just inked as normal, straight over the top.
No, it's going to slide though, isn't it? You're not going to get the perfect crispy
Well,
image.
with all the detail on this, I'd be really not at all surprised.
Give away.
So look at that.
No gesso, no legwork. Go straight in with your daubers, VersaFine on top, and that's as good as if you've spent 3 hours prepping it.
It is. And that, to me, is easier than actually stamping onto pearlised card.
Well, it
Because
is.
stamping onto pearlised card can sometimes run. No, I need to give that a couple of minutes. There we go, just check. I'll check with my hand. A couple of minutes. Yeah, that's now dry. Done.
Oh my word.
Can you see where that blue... I don't think that blue's blended in properly. So I'm just going to put a bit more blue in and put it on. And obviously, I might want some white clouds, but I can't put white on blue.
No, because you'll just make mud.
Yeah.
It'll just go all funny colours.
No, it won't.
Oh, give over. He's like a wizard. He's like Harry.
But do you know white that
Harry
goes on like
Locker.
that? Over the top to create the clouds. And then, so we want to finish this off, don't we? And we want to finish it off with, you know, an edge it, as
Yeah.
we would do. So I'm going to go for this darker silver. And I'm just going to go around the edge. This is where I find my fingers the best, but look. I can edge like I could do with a gilding wax.
It moves like a wax, but
It moves like a wax, it feels like a wax, it's not a wax, there's no wax in it, there's no solvent in it. It's
powder.
literally just a powder pressed with a binder. But there, we go, so hold that one up, you can see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is craft. This is what you want. If you are just starting out, this is what you need.
It is, it's everything you need.
It's everything in 2 palettes and more. Like that is gone are the days of your gessos. And as I said before, everything has got their own place. Everything has got a place in the market. I'm not knocking that in the slightest. What I'm actually saying, though, if you are just starting out and you don't know what to do, you like those bits of MDF that we show, and you're thinking, all right, I mean, it only works on wood. It won't. It will do it on your MDF. It will do it on your woods. It will do it on your cards. We've just proven you can stamp on top. But does that mean if we can stamp on top, we could then also use our Kaleido and go over with foils?
Should we do that next?
You see, oh, I like. Just look at the possibilities are endless with these. You've got colours upon colours apart, colours in all of this. And as I said, I'm going to show you the boards once again, because I think it just proves everything that you need. Now, I've been housing these boards, I've moved the boards. Genuinely, I've got nothing.
We tried scrubbing the colour off those flowers. We tried with baby wipes and we tried with water and we tried with anti-bac cleaner. It would not come off because it's sealed itself, it's bound itself to the resin, so it will not come off.
They are a colour set that the original 2 colours have now gone. They'll never be coming back again. But if you want the 2 brand new colours, look at the sparkle and shine that you're going to get on these. Whether they're for you, whether they're for a friend, whether they're for next door, it doesn't matter. You're going to love them. You really, really will. And it's very rare I ever say these words, but I feel you will need these in your life. Because once you've got them, you'll go, oh, I could use that for that. I could use that for that. I could use that. People are falling over because they're that excited about these. They're running, saying, I want them now. And you do now time to get yours. Over 60% of the stock has already gone. Details are on the side of the screen. £26.98. Very, very busy for the one-day special. We've got people going for the one-day special. We've got people going for the big bundle as well. If you want your daubers, and you get the dauber holder. You get your dauber holder, each one its own individual chamber is what you're going to get as well. It's worth having a little go. £42.47. 628333 is your item number. Happy hour. I was meant to tell you 30% of stock had gone, but I got too excited watching John and his demo. But now, what was that? Over half the stock. Assorted 10 dies, less than £1 a die. It's not going to last the end of the hour. It's worth having a little go for £9.99. User, put a bit of raffle for bowl. Nice little stocking filler for next year. It's the best time to buy your presents now. It's the best time. I've bought half mine already. I've bought half my Christmas presents. They're currently in the loft. Because it's cheaper, innit? It's January sales. We all like a bargain. Get them now. No one knows for next year because no one's got them because they're out of date. £9.99. That is for your one-day special. 572. Now, I've also got embossing folders on the show. These are Nellie Snellen embossing folder. I'm going to show you the board because I think it sums it up beautifully. And once again, the colours that you are getting in these palettes really do work. Whether it's on white, whether it's on gold, it really doesn't matter because you get the same effect. Look, £19.99. Nellie selling 3 embossing folders is what you're getting for this. Times, cogs, and your writings that's on there. Cut them down, use them. I love an embossing folder. So does that mean, John, we could take the one-day special and insert it into our embossing folders beforehand and then run that through?
No.
Oh, we can't do that
Because
technique.
what you will do is you will gild your embossing folders, of course.
Oh, yeah, because
it sticks to
whatever you put it on.
But what you can do, which is really different, this is a piece I did last night. You can cover your card with the Mica Magic first,
yes,
then emboss it. If you do that with gilding wax or polish, what happens is it reactivates it because it squeezes it, reactivates the wax or the solvent in it, and it sticks to your folder. Whereas this doesn't. Once it's on, it's sealed. So I was able to do that first and then gild over the top as well.
That's nicer.
So you can actually take a piece of card like that, cover it in the gilding wax, or cover it in the magic medium, emboss it, and then recolour over the top with additional colours.
It's worth that. So you do it the other way around with this one. So you do the paper first, make your background, your messy background, then run it through, but it's going to work. £19.99. 917195 is your item number. 55% of the stock has already gone here as well. More 3D embossing folders. If you like the flowers that John was using earlier, I've got these as well. These are cute. I've not seen these before.
Well, these are new. The flower is supposed to be a poinsettia, according to Nellie Snellen. I don't think that's a poinsettia. I think that's a lily or a... It could be anything. It could be literally anything.
I wouldn't say that's a poinsettia. Oh, it's a beautiful poinsettia. It's a beautiful...
And I love that stars frame. I just think that's so classy.
Like you do that way. Invitation, nameplates, things like that. It would look absolutely... Even envelopes. Imagine doing your envelopes in this with your little address in the middle.
Oh, that would be beautiful. It really would. And of course, those took me less than... Doing those colours on there, on the stars, took me less than a minute. And you've got silver and gold and red on there.
I love them. And this is the thing. It's quick and easy. But you get professional finishes again and again and again. £24.98. 109570 is your item number for those. That you're looking at 50% of the stock has already gone. This is one of those shows where you need to shop ahead of me on the website, to be honest. It really, really is. Are we doing the next ones? Yep, doing the next ones, sir. Right then, these ones are your... Oh, look at these. Here we go. Press cuts that we got. So you've got things like in here, you've got your blocks, you've got your swirls, you've got your flowers. I like this one because it reminds me a little bit of wood grain.
It does, apart from where it got dropped. Oh, well done.
No one will know. It reminds me a little bit of wood grain.
Does it actually remind you of anything on the set at all?
Oh, it does. Yes, just over there. Oh,
yeah.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah, exactly the same pattern.
There you go. Look, and now on the black it works even better. I just
that's
genuinely...
Kaleido. That's foiled with the Kaleido, which I'm going to show you next.
£14.97 is what you're looking at for these ones. 048053 is your item number. Talking... Seamless links. Talking about Kaleido... It's back. It is back. It's not been here for a while. I have got the complete bundle for you. £149.93 is what you're looking at for this one. If you've not seen this machine before, it is like a dream machine. It does a bit of everything. It will hot foil for you again and again and again. It's the only machine that I know of that really doesn't give you any waste. It's on 3 flexible payments of £49.99. Or a one-off payment of £140. But why pay that when you can pay it in 3 instalments? £49.99, £10 saving. My producer couldn't keep up with it. 545390 is your item number. We're going to see this in action now with John, also with your one-day special. Remember, you get everything on here, but if you're getting 3 flexible payments, you might as well throw in your one-day special. Right then, that's enough from me babbling on for a minute. Let's go back to John to see hand in hand how this works and also how he's incorporating this.
Seamless, Adam. Seamless. Absolutely seamless. No one would believe you've had like 6 weeks off. Or maybe that's just what it feels like. So what I've got here is, this is the one I finished from earlier.
Okay.
So this is the piece that I finished quickly from earlier. I actually missed a flower, and I want to show you again, just so you know that I've not done anything special to it. So I'll add a little bit more on. I love the fact that I can put pink on top of green and still get pink. That's just amazing. Okay, and then this is a blank one, so I promise to show both ways of doing it. So here's my Kaleido ink pad. So your Kaleido ink pad comes with your Kaleido, bigger bundle.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just going to check first of all. Yeah, probably need a little bit of ink on it, so you get the ink with it, so you get a blank pad. I'm just going to, is this one open? It is. I'm just going to re-ink my pad really easily. And this is what I love about the Kaleido. We thought about it. It's a 60ml. Not a 6ml bottle of refill.
I like you get.
Because how many times have you had a refill and it's like oh look, it's like an alcohol ink, and you look in it and it says 9 mils on it.
You get nothing really in it.
Nothing. So this is blank. All I'm going to do is I've embossed this already. Okay. I'm just going to wipe my ink pad over the top. And the Kaleido ink is the only product that will do that.
Look at that.
Okay. So wherever that's black, I mean, I love that as a stand.
Looks nice as monochrome.
But wherever it's black, it's going to foil.
Oh, okay.
But exactly the same with the Mica Magic. So if you see, as I rub this over, this is what's so fab. Can you imagine trying to rub ink, even a chemical ink, over the top of gilding wax?
Your ink pad would be covered.
It would, look. That's why I love the black. Because you cannot tell that that's been anywhere near the Mica Magic at all. So what we have to do then is really, really simple. We take a bit of foil, and this is a slightly larger roll than you get because I had to ring our manufacturers and beg for them to sell me.
A bigger roll.
It wasn't give me, it was sell me a bigger roll. I know we won't bring them because they're ridiculous. Just, yeah, you wouldn't do it in one thing. So what I'm going to do is just put my foil over. Literally, this is the Kaleido foil, so it's a heat-activated thermal foil. Bring my machine in. It's already been heated up.
If you're wondering what's going on, the machine heats. It's got heated rollers in there as well.
So I run that through, which of course is going to flatten all that embossing, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it will, because you're running it through the machine.
There you go.
Oh, look at that. Just... I have no... I've seen this time and time again. But what I'm really interested in is the...
Is the Mica Magic one.
Is the Mica Magic one. This is a demo I've not seen yet.
Let's face it, what I'm going to do is, this is full pressure. So this is base plate, 5mm plate and 3mm plate. All the plates, if anyone's needing, because I'm going to need new plates soon, not for them warping, but just because I've literally, look.
They've been loved.
They've been loved. They've been loved. So this is the normal pressure that I would put onto die cut. Yeah?
Okay.
So if I put, again, some certain products, paints or whatever, if I put them through a die cutting machine at full pressure, it's going to reactivate them. It's going to squeeze the molecules together and it's going to reactivate them.
Splurge.
But this won't. But it also, the foil will only stick to where I've got the ink. There you go.
Oh, give me a break. Look at that.
So nothing's moved. None of that red's moved, none of that pink's moved, none of that yellow's moved in the middle. All I've done now is cover the tips of that with silver.
Ready-made card.
Now, that's done. That's done, and that's the sort of thing that you send that to another crafter, and they will beg you to know, how have you done that? Because you can't even buy that in the shops. That is embossed, it's coloured, and it's also foiled.
Look at that.
And the fab thing is, with the magic, because of the way that the Kaleido works, this isn't wasted.
No, you use it again.
Because what we do is we put that down to a piece of card that we've covered with the magic medium that comes in the bundle, the white medium, and it will pick all of that foil off, and then we'll be able to use a second colour on top.
You see? This is what I'm getting at. If I hadn't interrupted John, the amount of times I had, and had to go down the counter and basically do what I get paid for, but John could have made a ready-made card. I'm going for just over 10 minutes. From embossing, which, oh, by the way, you can do with your Kaleido. So you can use it as a standalone machine, should you want to. So you've got your embossing folder, you emboss the card front once. Fabulous, we can all do that. We take our one-day special, our magic, and our daubers. We go in, we colour. We've coloured it all in. Fabulous. We've gone over a bit, we'll go back over with another ring. We'll go back over with a ring of monochromatic. We've gone over it in red, we want it green. We can do all that. Bosh, we've done all that. Looks beautiful. We take our Kaleido ink, we swipe it across, we get our foil, we put that on. There is a card front. Done. In under, I would go for, I reckon, how long do you think?
Well, should we try it?
What, an entire
Set
card
a timer.
front?
Yeah.
All right, then, it's now, can someone set a timer in gallery for me, a proper timer? I reckon, let's do it now, ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. It's
So I've got a piece
8:41.
of card here cut, an embossing folder, and I'm going to change the sandwich. I don't have to turn my Kaleido off.
Love
It's
this.
still heated, that's still hot. The plates are designed to take the heat, so you have to turn it off to cut or die
Yeah.
cut. I remember a machine years ago where I had to, if you wanted to actually die cut, you had to wait for the plate inside to cool down. So, there we go. So, there we go. There I've embossed my design.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, it's all embossed.
So, let's go with some red. Shall we? Let's go with some red down. Another colour, Adam, while I'm putting the red on.
A blue or a teal?
Let's go for a blue. I mean, blue on black.
It would never work.
It doesn't work. Blue's too close to black, isn't it?
You would think that
Yeah.
this works.
So a little bit of blue, and you said teal, didn't you? So I go
love
with
the
the
teal
teal
colour.
colour that I love. But again, look at the teal on black. You're not seeing it as well. I forgot about the overhead.
We will lift it up.
So we'll lift it up.
Just
I'm just going to take a soft brush, brush off the excess. There you go.
So that's what we've got so far.
Okay. So I would probably, you know, spend a little bit more time just blending them together, but I don't need to.
Well, no, that's because you're pinicky.
Yeah.
But if you were just starting out, you think, right, that looks good for me.
So here comes my ink over the top. And it's black on black, so you're not going to see much at all. So we take a piece of the foil, and the biggest problem is me not being able to find things, to be quite honest. We change our sandwich, so our embossed sandwich was base plate and 5mm plate. Yeah. We need to put a 3mm plate on to die cut or to foil, so we put that on. Put our foil on, fold it over to stop it getting stuck in the machine. If you don't fold it over, it's going to get stuck in the machine.
Okay, it's going to clog.
Put our foil in, run it through once. It's on heat. Just check it, not enough pressure. So this sometimes happens if the folder's not right or it's not as deep an emboss.
That's
So
good to know those. Good to know
just
these things.
A couple of pieces of card or your metal shim. Don't ever do what I do, which is pop my fingers in to make sure it's still up to temperature.
No, just run it through and just keep having a go.
Yeah. Now you're going to tell me I've got too many shims. So always happens when you're timing things.
I don't know, but this is what we do at home.
It is what we do
It's
at
what
home.
we do
to be
at
fair,
home.
To be fair.
We're not that far in so far.
Right, let me put this on a sturdy ground and get this going properly. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Stop the clock. He's found the clue. I used to love that. I used to love that program. Just over 3 minutes.
So I've not used as deep an emboss or a folder, but you see everything stayed on there. But that's a distressed background.
It is.
There's
So
the
you
card
take
front
that
done.
and you put your cogs on the front and you put your moulds that you've got from your Zuris and things like that. It's going to work.
It will work every time. I mean, as you said, the cogs. So let's say I hate wasting anything. So let's emboss that with the cogs, shall we?
So we've already got the foil, so we've done that. We've done all the work, but now we've got the cogs to hand. So let's put this through.
So
to
I've
see what it
probably
looks
not
like.
put the right, you know, I've not chosen the right folder to do
But-
what I was just doing, and that's absolutely fine. So now we'll go through there with the
Oh,
cogs.
look at this.
So we can actually then, this is starting to look really industrial. I'm going to use my trick of using just one again, which again, don't do this at home. It doesn't harm anything, but it's always better to use separate ones, to be fair. But, you know, I'm bad. I know I'm bad.
And we're also, I know it's a cliche, but we are on the telly.
Yeah.
To watch John keep swapping the dub, we'd be here all day.
But to be fair, you would, and it's why I go. I mean, I tret myself, which is the right word, as people keep telling me it's not. Tret is a word, it's just a Yorkshire word.
It's a treat
I
myself.
tret myself, yeah. Loads of
What
people
treat?
tell me. I didn't treat myself,
You
I
treat
tret myself. So go over like that, so just to show. So I've got those really nice sort of silver strips running through it. But I can go again,
We're going again.
and go again.
Restart the clock.
Just
it was
need
41.
to ink, lean a little bit more ink on here.
Will these work? Who's emailed in? Nina. Oh, Nina, it's good to have you company. At least I know someone's watching. Hi, Nina, my love. Good morning. I hope you're well. Happy 10th of January. She said she'd ordered it all by the sound of it. She's got the lot. Will it work on flower foam?
Grab the bluey, tealy coloured thing there from Sam King, one of our new angels. Yes, it will. That's what it was originally designed for. It was originally designed for flower foam.
There you go, look, Nina.
That's what I wanted it for originally, and then found so many other uses for it.
these are
Everything on that has been done with one colour of the Mica Magic by Sam.
Love this. And there is Janice and Catherine. in
But
the
that's
frame.
straight onto a canvas. That's not been gessoed or primed, that's straight onto a canvas.
I love this.
So, there
Sam
we
King's
go.
very professional. She's got her own stamp and everything.
No,
Very
we,
professional
Sam and
friendly.
I bought them for every angel
Oh,
at Christmas.
that's cute.
And we have at home a stack of them with no name in them, because we will get some guests in again this year, as we usually do.
Keep your eye out. Social media, you do all that on, don't you?
Yes, yeah, we stalk people. You don't apply, we stalk you.
Oh, they're
You put
stalkers.
something in the group, we like it, we then go and cyber stalk you and see what you've done in the last 6 months or a year. Then we'll go, we like you, would you like to try something for us?
Then you'll have Sam at your window, at your blind, in your kitchen,
Yeah, there you go.
dressed as a bush. Look at that. So
I don't know any other way to get that.
41. 5 minutes.
All those different colours.
6 minutes. 6 minutes, Bob, to just what we got now.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous in the grand scheme of things. To what you've actually done and what you've achieved in 6 minutes is...
It's mad.
It is.
Yeah, it is mad. And what you can actually do with it.
Because you take that as a background or a border that you've got there. It's something different. Now, just before we go and demould everything, because I'm conscious of the time, 2/3 of your stock of your 10 happy hours that I've got for you. It works out £1 a die per die set that you're looking at here. Now, you may not get my ones that I've had in the studio. I opened up a pack this morning and this is what I got, but contents may vary on your one.
I would say contents will vary.
Contents will vary of what you've got here, so you will not get what I've got.
Well, you might do.
Wow.
There's a chance, but there isn't an unattractive die amongst them.
No, there's not. I like all of them.
There
to be
isn't an
honest.
unattractive die, and they've not been put together specially because Linda's pre-packed them all. So to send them here, they just pulled out one pack and sent
send them
it.
to me.
So it's not been, oh, let's make them look good for telly, because nobody can be bothered with that at Crafts 2, trust me.
It's hard work
Yeah.
when you do it that way, and then when you start fiddling things to the telly. So that was my pack that I opened this morning. If you want yours, how much has gone? 70% of the stock now has already gone. 1 day special. 70% of the one-day special now has already gone. The one-day special are the palettes on their own. These are the dream. These are all singing, all dancing. Oh, well, they're everything. They're everything and more that you want them to be. It will do everything you need it to do. It'll also do more than that as well. I've learned so much in this hour. I all learned from the last hour as well. Also from this one, I've got final call on these today. I've got 4 o'clock. No doubt we will do more on and then we'll learn them then. But before we go any further, 737-300 is your item number for your one-day special. If you want the doubles as well, I'd definitely throw them in because they're $14.99. $14.99 or $19.99? $19.99 on their own. So you might as well get a little saving on this one as well if I was you. So you're going to get your 40 daubers thrown in. Now 70% of that big stock now has already gone. Sort of a second one-day special that you are looking at here at the moment. Right then, only go to where your budget will go to. I don't want to poke or prod you in ways you don't want to be poked and prodded. But you are going to get the bigger deal that you've got there. Right then, we've got 6.5 minutes. We're going back to the moulds, the original moulds.
These are the original moulds on the original tray, just to sort of show you it's exactly. So this is exactly what done. Sam's put it in. It's the resin that you've got on the website.
Yes,
I think
it's the quick drying one.
The quick drying resin, which is just amazing. I haven't tried to demold these or anything, but I want to show because I want to show you the back first. Look, none swirled through.
No,
these are
pure white.
These are white. It's exactly the same on grey.
On grey.
And I'm hoping... Oh, I haven't got a grey piece. Oh, I can show that one there. So it's exactly the same on grey. So if you do single colour, this is on white still. But look at that.
That's nice.
So look at that. And then look at the back.
See? You'd never know, would you? It's like, what colour is it going to be?
None's gone through. So other pieces. But here, let's unmould. There you go.
Oh, look at that.
How intense that colour is. And that is smooth like plastic.
Yeah, it is.
It's not, but look at the mould. It's spotless. Sam's not taken them out and cleaned them.
No,
so we have a look at the one. So that's the one Sam did earlier. He's more of an expert on this one than me. So take mine out. There we go. Everywhere I put the colour, everywhere I put it, I've got it. Where I haven't put it, there isn't any. But again, nothing on the back. But if that was powders, they'd have started to swirl in and you would have got one colour.
Oh,
it tends to make one colour. And again, look at the mould. How many times do you have to sort of get and pull bits of colour out of it?
It's true.
But it doesn't just finish there.
Oh.
Because, of course, I can use these now to re-embellish this.
Well, this is the bit we normally have to do, don't we? So you normally have to pour, wait, demould, and then do the fun bit, which is this bit.
Yeah, exactly, whereas you don't. So here I can go over. Okay. So I want to make this top bronze. So I want it to look like almost it's metal. So I'm using my finger so I don't go in as far. Can you see there already?
Oh, look at that, just on the top of the jar.
It works on top, but again, that's not waxy. So let's say I want to, this bit, hit this neck, I'm not happy with it yellow. So let's have it silver, shall we? So I'll grab a dauber, grab some silver, so I can get into everywhere. A little bit more. So now I've got a silver top to it. I've got a silver metallic top.
You'd never be able to do that.
With the shine, but
not in a million
So that
years.
top there needs to be silver, really, doesn't it? And again, let's do, so the bottle outside would be silver, so I'm going to get my finger and just rub it down, which gives me just the highlighted areas. So always have a loose brush, which will take any excess off. But I go along there. And I go along the bottom. So suddenly now, that colourful potion or perfume is held in a silver metal
look at that.
bottle.
Give me another way of doing that. Give me another way of colouring the backgrounds and then bringing everything forward, making it all pop, but from resin.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to do it unless you went in with micro brushes and painting, and it just gets
You would have to, if you look at what's in that panel, because I'm going to go over the top now with a little bit of bronze, just to pick up those spikes, and I'll show you the final look.
You've still got the colour in the background.
But you see, how would you get that colour mix
You wouldn't.
Exactly where you wanted. And then we've got that back on it, and we've got the silver. And I'll show you. Literally, all we have to do is take, there we go. So I want red there, and red there, and I want green there. I might have a bit of white there, but I might have a bit of silver there. And then I take a brush, and I work it into those little bits. And that's it. Pour the resin over, put your air-dried clay through, and it will pull that off and give you that look.
Genuinely, all those moulds you've now got at home are going to have a new lease of life. All those moulds that you don't know what to do with, this is the way to go. Because how else do you get that green background with the silver front? Because normally you do your clear mould, or you have to tint your resin the colour that you, sort of the general colour that you want. So whether it be black or white.
Jessamite.
Oh, look at that. It's got some weight to it.
Well, that's jessamite, which again is something done on the channel. It's like a porcelain pour that Eunice does.
Oh,
so it's grey.
Right. So that's the colour it started like.
And Sam put greens and golds into the mould and then cast it. But you feel that, it feels like porcelain, and that's fixed. So you could wash that.
Nothing there.
You could use that as a soap dish, I think it's supposed to be, or a coaster. There's nothing. It can't come off, it won't. It's set into it, but look at the back. None of it's soaked through into the back. The back is still solid grey. Only the sides and the front are done. So that's how amazing this product is.
And that's why it's called magic. It really is. I'm going to put that out before I drop it, because I feel AO. I'm in one of them days. So it's worth having a look. It's worth having... And it is worth not sitting on the fence for this one. I know sometimes you think, all right, Adam, it's all right for you to say that. Where am I going to find 42, 47? Put it on flexible payments. Get a couple more things, put it on over £60. It's over £30 as it is. You can do it on PayPal on 3. PayPal, I'll give you 3 interest-free flexible payments on that now. And if you wanted your Daubers as well, that's including your Daubers. If you just want your one-day special, you go, you know what, I'll get my own Daubers. I like a certain ones. You can go for that as well. £26.98, I can do that. £26.98 for this alone for your one-day special without your doubles. Don't forget to add that happy hour in as well. There'll be a different happy hour every single hour. There's another one at 12. There's another one at 4. We've only got 8 seconds left. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
I'll see you at 4 o'clock.
I'll see you at 4 o'clock.
We'll do it all again. Don't you go anywhere. I'll see you in an hour.